Yeah, the tank fell off the jack while I was lowering it, so I just dumped like half a gallon of rusty gas. But it's like 106 out today, so it'll evaporate in like the next 10 seconds. But I don't know if you can see in here. It is trash. It's full of rust flakes and other garbage. And when I unplugged these and when the gas came out, it was like brown, just junk. Yeah, I think this is one of the most corroded tanks I've ever seen. Look at that. Alright, so we got the new fuel tank, fuel pump assembly, and this valve, and they do not make a sending unit anymore for a 87 to 88 Thunderbird. So here's the original one here. You can see it's pretty gnarly, and I actually did clean this too a little bit. But what we did was we ordered one for a Fox body Mustang. I believe I ordered this for an 88. There's a couple differences here. Minor one right off the bat. This is turned. It's not a big deal at all though. But my brother and I were holding these, and even though they look pretty different, roughly these are in the same position. This one, it'll say you're empty out of gas since this one is so much lower. So when it says you're empty, you'll actually have a couple of gallons more. I could bend it, but I'm just not gonna. And then when it goes up, the full amount is roughly the same. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install this one, and it'll work. It'll be slightly off, but what we're gonna do is keep our eyes out for a replacement for the 87 to 88 Thunderbird, and if we ever find a new one that someone has, or maybe a used one that is in a junkyard that is in good condition, we can swap that. But we're gonna go ahead and install this one. bad. Alright, I saw we had oil pressure as soon as I started it. So, looks like the alternator, I don't know, it's making a lot of noise. I don't know if it's charging though. The fuel gauge, that's gotta be wrong, even though it's brand new, but it's from that Mustang. It's got a high idle, I don't know. I guess. Try to test if drive works. We don't know if it has brakes. Okay. Man. So this thing goes into gear almost right away. We still have to replace our switch here. This, I pushed it up and it's holding now, but this plastic has separated from the body and I've got a new one right there. But, nice. Alright, so we've been working on the Roush Thunderbird off and on for the past couple weeks. We got all of its parts in, and we got the new fuel tank, pump, and sending unit all in, and we had to use a Fox body sending unit, so it's not perfect, but it's alright. And big thanks to the Thunderbird Club, a guy was able to get the filler neck that is discontinued now, and he had one, sent it to us, saved us, and we got it in yesterday, and we got the car fired up, but it needs a tune-up. I can start it up real quick. So as you can see, it starts now, but it has a very rough idle, so I got to go through, and we got the ignition system, we got new plugs and cap, rotor, all that stuff, and a new coil, so we're just gonna fix that up. We got the new belts on, the alternator shot though, so that's next. So other than the rough idle and the hesitation on throttle, when you try to give it some gas, it hesitates. Other than that, it fires up, and we have oil leak. Looks like it's just leaking out of the side of the pan gasket or so. So we'll get that fixed up and then just clean it up and probably just drive it as is. Another thing that's on our list is the windows. They totally don't work. So I looked it up, and I guess it's a common problem with these. They're totally like off the track. They don't go up or down. So I got to rebuild those yet. And I think that's it for repairs and stuff to get the car just drivable. And I got the new tires on. I mounted these myself. It was like the first real set of tires I mounted, so pretty proud of myself doing that. But other than that, you can see it in all of its glory yet again. But it's a bit of ways away. I'm thinking the car's been sitting since 2012. The last time the title was sold was in 2012, and the tires were dated. The old tires were dated for 2012. I forget, I think it said 0812 on it, something like that. And they were pretty much brand new, just really dry rotted and worn out. But the car's cleaning it up well. This car has the most wasp nests I've ever seen in anything. I swear I've taken off, I would have to at least say 10 to 20 of them. I just blasted the engine bay with the hose because the turbo was surrounded in wasp nests, and it was smoking them while the engine was running. So we blasted those. The fuel tank had, I don't even know how many, but All right, well, stay tuned for it next time. Hopefully we're doing a test drive and maybe a burnout if it'll do it. Thanks for watching.